Hello and welcome. For this session, I'm your guide unlocking the power of structured memory, a practical path to language mastery through the fascinating landscape of memory training. My goal today is not simply to share knowledge, but to demonstrate just how straightforward it can be to memorize the 990 most essential words in the English language, along with their 3,510 synonyms. A task that may sound ambitious at first, but becomes entirely manageable with the right structure and techniques. Today's focus is the word intrinsicality. Let's walk through how we embed this concept into long-term memory by using a carefully mapped number and image system. This method allows your brain to not only retain words, but to summon them effortlessly, even under pressure. Step by step. Placing the word into the memory sphere. In our system, each word occupies a precise location, a numerical anchor in the memory sphere. In the thesaurus, intrinsicality appears as word number 5. To make it compatible with our memory framework, we apply a transformation. Add a 0 becomes 50. Add 1 to the hundredths place becomes 150. The actual word position is number 22, so we add another 0. 1,500 plus 22 equals 1,522. Finally, as per our method, we add another one to the hundreds. We reach 1622. Thus, 1622 is the designated location of intrinsicality in the memory sphere, its mental address, so to speak. Interpreting 1622 through sound and image. Here's where we activate your imagination and link the abstract to the vivid. 1,000 sound, 600, shh, secrecy, silence. 22, a nun. So 1622 evokes a mental image involving sound, then silence, then a nun. Let's now examine the consonants in the word intrinsicality to guide our associations. The vowel letter I, an I, NT, net, RN, rhino, SC, SS, Zeus as in strength, presence, mythology. Now our task is to craft a story that logically and vividly integrates these elements. Picture this. In a quiet monastery hidden from the world, a nun stares into the eye of a storm, figuratively and literally. All is silent, shh, as a mysterious sound begins to rise. She casts a net over a wild rhino rampaging through her thoughts, a symbol of uncontained energy and raw instinct. Just then Zeus descends, not with thunder but with wisdom, revealing the essence at the core of all things, intrinsicality. Through this rich visual narrative, we've created a mnemonic anchor, a story where each element is purposeful, where each sound and image maps precisely to a concept, number, or syllable in the target word. Why this works? What we're doing here isn't mere memorization. It's encoding meaning, leveraging the brain's natural affinity for images, sequences, and emotionally resonant stories. This method transforms abstract words into memorable experiences. And once you experience a word like this, you never forget it. This is only the 5th word we're working with, and yet you can already see the power of this system. Imagine what happens as we progress, how fluently these words begin to live in your memory, how accessible they become when you need them, whether in conversation, writing, or thought. So let's continue. Let's make memory not only a tool, but a trusted companion in your learning journey. I'd like to guide you through a very specific and very human challenge we all face, the experience of forgetting a word we once knew. Sometimes a word isn't even on the tip of our tongue, it's simply gone. We know we've learned it, we remember that it meant something, that it mattered, but in the moment it escapes us. This is where memory reconstruction begins. Let's revisit a story we built earlier. This story wasn't random, it was carefully structured to store meaning, position, and associations in your brain. Here are the key elements we placed into memory. Sound, symbolizing 1,000. A whisper, shh, connected to 600. A nun, associated with the number 22. An I, representing the letter A, and nit, evoking the consonant cluster NT, a rhino, representing RN, and finally Zeus, reflecting the cluster SC. Together, these elements guided us to a specific location, 1622. And at 1622, the word that belongs there, the one we stored, the one we are now recovering, is intrinsicality. What you're experiencing is not a simple recall. It's a reconstruction, a return through familiar mental landmarks, symbols, sounds, and meanings that guide you back to what once felt lost. It is a demonstration of how memory is not static, but living. And with the right structure, what feels forgotten can always be found again. This is not about memorizing for its own sake. It's about ownership of language, ideas, and the tools of expression. When you can recall with precision, you think more clearly, express yourself more powerfully, and connect more meaningfully. And this is just one word. Word number 5 in our journey through the 990 most essential English words and their 3,510 related expressions. Each one, when encoded through the system, becomes not just something you remember, but something you own. Let's keep building this memory architecture, one meaningful, practical step at a time.